Shall I start?
One minute, ma'am. Good afternoon. The science of today is the technology of tomorrow. I am happy to share this. Today is 43rd episode of Creative. I am Supriya Nayaka, hosting this program. I like to give small introduction about Creative. Creative is a group of like-minded people who are passionate about gaining knowledge. Meaning of Creative: Cre means creativity, active means activeness. Knowledge square is our tagline. Sharing of knowledge will increases our knowledge. Creative started knowledge enhancing activities like summer camp, weekend talks, outdoor activities, career guidance, and many more programs. Our vision: to build constructive thinking and progress in various fields. Our main focus on textual, non-textual, non-academic, non-syllabus concepts, and it is completely non-profitable program. We are inviting resource persons who are masters in their field. I thank all our resource persons for accepting our invitations and making this program very successful. Creative conducting online weekend talks and scheduling every Saturday between 3 to 4 p.m. on Zoom platform and live streaming on Creative YouTube channel. Today, Creative topic is New Age Technologies for Smart Agriculture, Open Avenues for Students. To present this, we have Dr. Shrivani P. with us today. I want to brief ma'am introduction here. Dr. Shrivani P. working as an assistant professor at BMSIT and management. Pursued BE in SJCIT, MTech at Jain University, doctoral degree from Vishveshwaraya Technological University. She was awarded her PhD degree for the research titled Design and Implementation of a Controlled Environment Agriculture System with Smart Hydroponic on Leafy Vegetables. Her area of interest is agriculture technology, IoT, machine learning. She has published several articles in international journals and conferences. It is my privilege to welcome you, ma'am, for this session. I welcome all Creative volunteers and participants for today's session. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. So good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are not sleepy at this hour. So our session is a very sleepy time, but I hope the session will not put you into sleep. Okay. So today's topic is about, I hope you can see the screen, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
New age technologies. I hope always we think only farmers are into agriculture. A student, a researcher, a normal man, a common man, everybody can do farming. So how this farming technologies has grown a lot in urban methodology, urban farming technique. I hope you would have seen this tagline, urban farming. So we will get into this quickly. Before we could go into the technology, we know that our major GDP, the Indian economy has contributed 20% of GDP growth. So it means even recently in almost the budgets, the Narendra Modi is giving a lot of importance to agriculture, not a normal agriculture. He is giving more importance to precision agriculture. So we will get to know what is this precision agriculture, how innovative technology can give you some solutions in, cultivating some crops cost effectively. And our India, we can say that we are proud to say that most of our exports from India is happening only with this type of, agricultural products. It may be food grains, wheat, onion, some vegetables, it may be cotton. So much of food products are being exported from India. So we should be very proud enough for that. And it's not that only farmers are able. Why don't we, being a student or we being a researcher, why can't we help the farmers in getting a cost effective solutions, innovative technological solutions for improving the crop? So this type of cultivation is called precision farming. So what is that precision farming is? With low resources, we know there is a scarcity of water in our India. Do you believe in that scarcity of water resource? And not all type of soil will support the growth of the plants. So during this scenario, if we are creating a precision farming techniques and innovative farming techniques, it would definitely help us in improving the economic growth of the country and the growth of ourselves. Okay, so if you see that this cultivation, Indian cultivation is only on the land. It is misbelief. It's not that only farmers can produce the crop. We are going to do it within a different ways. So when we talk about agriculture, we focus only on the crop cultivation. Is it so? Just by growing crops everything will be done? Is it fine? So when I'm starting with the cultivation, just starting from germination, all of you know what is germination? The seed, germination of the seed, where you can see a first leaf of the seed, the plant. Okay, so starting from germination till that plants food products are reached to consumers, the complete agriculture system is involved. So when I talk about the food cultivation, we need to check with the soil which type of soil will help you in producing this type of crop. You have to check with water resource. So water resource, most of the farmers are committing suicide. They are dying just because they are not getting good rains. There is no water resource. And how well, so the technology comes here, how well you are utilizing the existing water resource. Are we able to recycle the water and use? Then irrigation. See, when I am producing a crop over the land, so the usage of water should be minimal. How can we improve that? So we already have irrigation technique. Even now the normal farmers use, but using technology, how to use efficiently the resource and the cost cutting. You just think, if I embed lot of technology and electricity, power, everything will be utilized, then it will become highly expensive. So farmers cannot afford so much expensive technology in the land. So how well you are able to help them out in producing such cost effective technology? If you can see the diagram over here on the top, so there is a irrigation network. So it means only when the land is dry, I want to produce I want to give a water resource. Only if already the rain, see, by checking the climatic condition. How can you check the climatic condition? Using IoT. IoT is a technology where you can embed sensors. Am I very fast? If it is so fast, let me know. I'll slow down.
No, ma'am. No, carry on, ma'am.
So if you think about cost cutting, so then I don't want to waste the water unnecessarily. What if, say for example, I have just irrigated the water resource all over the land, and immediately after 1 hour I see the rainfall is happening. So it is a waste, right? So how can you be able to reduce this cost with respect to water resource? Then if I check all the agricultural operation from germination till harvesting, pesticides, how to apply, if you see the food, there is no safety or security over the food. The food that we are eating every day is not safe and healthy. We are eating some contaminated food, so which is not safe. Lot of pesticides and fertilizers have been used. How can you reduce that? Cost cutting. And lot of disease, just to make sure you grow a lot of crops and make sure there are no attack of pest, we are using high fertilizers. And if you try to see the urban areas, And most of our leafy vegetables are grown in drainage water. We are eating the same crops. So what we can do with this? Then apart from production of crops, our next important focus on cold storage. How can we embed technology in the cold storage? I can give you an example for this. So if you see that all our products are exported outside India, we are exporting the food products. So it is required for us to safeguard the food which is going to get destroyed within 1 or 2 days. Before that, we could export it. So for that, you can see a cold storage building here. So you want to set the temperature, you want to make sure the power is on all the time, and you want to make sure that there is no external harm towards the food products. So you can build IoT technology inside the cold storage. So there is, see, when you are transferring food products from one place to onions, tomatoes are being transferred from one place to another place. So we do it manually using lorries, right? What if there is a cold storage? So there should not be any human intervention. There should be good temperature. If the temperature goes low, or if temperature current power goes off, so you will not be able to track it, right? By using IoT, Internet of Things technology, you can build the projects for this. And not only this, analysis. See, now once the farmers develop the crops, you need to sell it in the market. How do you sell? You will not sit in the market and sell the products, right? You have to put it online. So even our government, Narendra Modi, is insisting on developing several softwares, machine learning, using machine learning and artificial intelligence to make sure the online retail selling might happen. So the farmers, their products are being sold online. Anybody can take and anybody can purchase. So that sort of platform is going to build. Many of them have built. Even in Karnataka, people are working on this now to do the analysis, how to reach the products, the food products from farmers to consumers. So that is very important. So just I gave you the brief introduction just to know in which all field you can implement technology, not only in growing, in all type of agricultural operations you can do. If anybody is interested in artificial intelligence, machine learning, you have to collect the data from the sensors, and from that data you have to analyze. So in what way I can implement this technology to increase the crop production. So that comes in the later stage. So today I hope I will not touch upon the analysis part. I will give you only the IoT part of the system, so that you will be able to do some projects on this. Okay, so agricultural technology. Yeah, I hope. Do you see Man Ki Baat on from Modi? Have you ever listened to what he says in Man Ki Baat? Please do listen. He always stresses upon the technology, how to digitize in every sector, not only in agriculture. He always, at least minimum 5 to 10 minutes, he'll definitely talk about digitizing the technology, digitizing the sectors, technology. So when he has also spoken about agricultural precision farming, how innovative solutions can be built for the farmers. How can we help the farmers, being a students, being a researchers? So because the farmers are facing lot of problems, right? How we can help them in building such technology. So technology with agriculture is generally called agri-tech, and we generally call it as precision farming. I hope when you are traveling from one place to another place, you would have seen some greenhouses. Have you seen greenhouse? So it's a completely protected way of cultivating the crops. So greenhouse is the most recently getting advanced, though it is very cost effective, but highest crop production can happen with the greenhouse. Okay, so let me come to this. Let me get into this. You can see these pictures. All of we as are into robotics. I want to do projects on robotics. Even your ma'am, Supriya ma'am, was talking that why couldn't you give introduction to robotics? Yes, India is still in a developing state where we have not embedded the robotics as such into agriculture, because it is very expensive robotic type of agricultural techniques. So in may see, this is harvesting. If you can see the figure picture here, it is harvesting the crops. Harvesting in the sense it is trying to remove that crops from the plants. So we are not into, because you need a lot of funding for developing such robotic projects. Only that you can give a prototype and give it to the industry. But as a student, what all things you can build? You can build a smart app. All of you know about application smart. All of you know how to use applications apps. Download it from Play Store and use it. I want to, analyze the crop growth. I want to see what is the current temperature. I want to see what is the humidity level. What is the soil fertility. I want to see the moisture level of the soil. So I need not go to the land and check. I just can see through apps. That apps can be integrated into IoT. That is called smart farming. Smart in the sense you are not having any human intervention. The technology should be able to help us out in cost effective and efficient crop growth. Okay, so if you can see this third diagram down, so this is a greenhouse. It is a protected way of cultivation, so that no pesticides, no pest or external disease can occur to the crop. You are completely filling that crop production inside a netted greenhouse, and you can set the temperature. You know what is the advantage of having this greenhouse? You can create your own environment. Say for example, mangoes. Can you see these days, anytime you can get any type of crop? There is no concept called seasonal crops. I know mangoes can be grown anytime, strawberries can be grown anytime. So any type of grow crops are grown every all over all round the year. How? It is only because of the technology, right? um, I hope all of you are able to grasp what I am trying to say. Is there anything to tell from your side, or shall I continue?
Continue, ma'am.
Okay. So this a lot of advantage with greenhouse technologies. So what type of technologies that we can embed? Robotics, it's very expensive. You can just create a prototype, but you cannot build a robot in helping out in crop analysis, harvesting, germination and all. Only an industry can get fundings, can provide it. Next, Internet of Things. Have you heard of Internet of Things? It's a collection of data from the sensors. You can see, everyday home appliances. Internet of Things. What is this internet? It's a connectivity over the devices. What is happening? The real time analysis can happen through Internet of Things. And these days everywhere it is booming: artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc. Why do we need this? See, my smart applications are able to analyze and give me. If you check your uh, you know if you open your Facebook, it is showing you some interested topic for years. How it will get to know? It is because of the intelligence, artificial intelligence. It would have analyzed your area of interest, your interest over Facebook, and it is going to give you the feeds. Feeds are nothing but advertisements. The drones, definitely you can build a drone. There are a lot of websites which help you in creating DIY drones. DIY means do it yourself. DIY drones. You can definitely build drones with very low cost. Okay. Then smartphones. Why do we need smartphones? I need not go to the land and check what is happening. I just can sit at home and check the current scenario of the real-time scenario of crop production. Sorry. So then apart from a farmer, who else can start this precision farming? Okay, so anybody, I can do my research. I think ma'am had given an introduction about my research work. My research work is on agriculture itself. I did my crop cultivation at home, at indoor cultivation. I grew some leafy vegetables, and it means you can also grow any type of vegetable at home, which is healthy and safe. I need not go to farmer and buy. So what type of cultivation you can do being a student, researcher or hobbyist? Terrace gardening. Have you heard of terrace gardening? So on the terrace, everybody started building, doing with farming with the vegetables, simple vegetables. They are building some. If you are, I think the recent one movie, Surya's movie, Tamil Surya. Okay, he has done a movie on this terrace gardening. Okay, then protection. Please watch that movie. It is very nice. So almost in all the terraces, he cultivates the crops, and he tries that farmers, it tries to help that people that there is no need of land. They can do the cultivation at home and sell their crops and vegetables. Please do watch that movie. It's a very nice movie about the farming. So what is this greenhouse farming? You can see this. See, this is a protected crop production. So it means the attack of pests, the crop disease can be minimized, and I can create my own environment, my own temperature. You know, some crops are, some food products or crops are climate oriented. Yes, I need to have any doubts? Okay. So I need to set up, say for example, the crop should be between 20 to 25 degrees centigrade. You just forget about India. You check other countries, Arctic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean, or some cold environment countries. They'll not be able to have this farming technology. So what they will do, they will go into this type of farming where they can create their own environment. So you can see this, the lengthy one. It is vertical farming. Nowadays, even in Bangalore, you can see in hotels, in buildings, they are cultivating that vertical farming. Maybe it is for some design of the building, but actually vertical farming is, see, you need not have enough space. You need not have a land. I can cultivate in the minimal land. No need of, having a good soil. I can create my own uh, soil type that is required for crop production. And here the third one, that is the down one, you can see this is actually hydroponics, aquaponics. My area of my PhD degree was on hydroponics. I could cultivate my crop at home only with water and nutrients. I didn't use soil. Remember, the hydroponics are nothing but you are cultivating, you are doing the farm only with water, and you are adding the nutrients that is required for that crop. I'm setting that nutrients, NPK. Do you know nutrients are N, P, and K? Nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. So I will give the nutrients how much it is required from the germination till harvesting, and I will cultivate at home whatever the crop I need, and I am creating that type of environment. Aquaponics. Can you see this aquaponics? It is, I need to add nutrients also. The I am doing fish cultivation, and whatever the excreta of fish that is been released, that will go as a nutrients to the crop. You please Google hydroponics and aquaponics. There are a lot of people who are doing research or they are cultivating this hydroponics and aquaponics. The recent trend is on hydroponics and aquaponics. Maybe hydroponics, you have to add the nutrients that becomes extra chemicals. But when you go for aquaponics, it is completely organic. No need of adding any sort of soil, nutrients or anything. Completely organic. And Sikkim is the first largest state that produces 100% organic farming. Just think what we can do, how it can produce 100% organic farming. Have they used technology or directly? So this is a type of hydroponic. You can see this aquaponics. So whatever the fishes, the excreta of fishes will be given as a nutrients to the plants. I don't need land, I don't need soil. I just see, if you can see this brown color, they are pebbles, just that to support the plants. Otherwise, they don't need anything. You can keep anything for supporting the plants to stand. And these are the examples of hydroponics, vertical farming. At home, I can do. I see, how do you then, if I am growing at home, the major important thing that we need is sunlight. So how can you replace the sunlight? So for photosynthesis process, you need a sunlight. So if you need a sunlight, then if you need a sunlight inside home, then you are replacing that with LED lights. They are not normal LED lights, but they are grow LED lights. They will help the crops to produce to happen with the photosynthesis process. Okay, so I'm just giving you the highlights where and all you can implement the technology. It's not only in the land, or it can happen even at home, even in the terrace garden, vertical farming. See here, just a pipe, you can create a pipe here, even it is available. This type of setup is also available, and you can have any type of crop production. Okay, so this is called NFT. Actually, this is nutrient film technique, NFT system. And you can see the drones. See, drones are spraying the fertilizers or water or whatever it is. Okay, and they are able to grow it. And this is the examples of vertical farming. So then I will directly come to the technology. What type of technology? I'll be only focusing more on IoT, because it's a very vast thing. And it will be difficult for me to talk about all the topics. Then IoT, all of you would have heard: smart home appliances, smart agriculture, smart health monitoring system. If you place in a watch, smart watch, it is able to track your steps, it is able to track your heartbeats, it will be able to track your number of calories burned. So everything it is doing automatically. It's a smart. So then you have in every field, smart traffic management system, smart agriculture, smart health, smart what I can say. There are many things, many applications. So in technology, so anything you build with IoT, you need a microcontroller. Do you know about microcontroller? What we call it with our system, laptops or computers, you have a microprocessor chip. It helps in doing the calculations, it helps us in working with the laptop overall, with the applications, everything. So it is microprocessor. But if I want to build an IoT system, I need to, first thing, important thing is I need to have a microcontroller. Arduino boards, have you heard of Arduino boards? Raspberry Pi boards. And then you have Node MCU boards, you have ESP32 boards. So using this board, you can connect several sensors and collect the data from this microcontroller board. So you are able to track the what is going on at the other end. So when you have, I want to know the moisture level of the soil. So I have to connect that to this microcontroller. The sensor I have to connect. So then only I'll be able to track over a laptop. I can track over a smartphone to know the current moisture content. Okay. So see here what type of things that you can help in improving the technology, diagnosis of disease, crop yield analysis, and this is at the later higher level. Okay, so we will only talk about IoT. So what are the important requirements? What are the important requirements of these building such small projects? See, I'm not talking about big projects at school level. What type of hardware? As I said, very important thing. You have to use a microcontroller board, and I'm sorry that I couldn't show you that. I mean, I have not done that microcontroller board. It costs you some around 400 to 500 Arduino board. Okay, if you buy something advanced board where it has Wi-Fi connectivity also. Okay, inbuilt Wi-Fi. So then you have to go, you can go for Node MCU or ESP8266 board or ESP32. Okay, so these are the boards where you can implement the uh, sensors. Apart from that, drones. So drones are, you if you Google it, you will get how to DIY, how to design a drone and try to implement in agricultural field. So when you come to softwares, see there are a lot of platforms. Just if you connect it, you need not create any app. There are a lot of Arduino itself is having one software. So with that software, we can connect this the devices and link that microcontroller on the Arduino software. Automatically, it will give you the analysis. See the current whatever the sensors I have connected. It may be what is that, a rainfall sensor. You have soil pH, soil moisture level sensor. So many sensors are available that I'll be discussing. So what are the software platforms that you can implement here? You have a Arduino platform. You have Tinger.io. So it will be very easy for you. It will also and user friendly operations. Just connecting the device, it will give you one unique ID. You need to link that unique ID in your software so that you can directly access the data. I want to know what is current scenario of my agricultural crop production. So there are a lot of applications, and Flutter is also and the most easiest. Being a student, if you want to learn that, you can try for Arduino's software itself is available. You can just download, and it has its own app as well. So the mobile app, so you just need to sign in and link this device. You will be able to track all the operations through that software. Okay, this is, I think, this is, see here, drones. As I said, drones, it is not so difficult, because what you can do it with the drones is you can fix a camera just like your smartphone camera, and you will get it. So if you are using Raspberry Pi microcontroller, it has inbuilt camera. Okay, such type of cameras can be embedded in the drones, and I want to track the crop production. See, I want to see whether my crop is cultivated properly without any attack. Is there any intruders? Is there any pests attack? So I can do that by sending in. I need not go into the land. I can just use this drone to track the crop activity. Can you see here? If there is any attack of pest or any intruders, any people are getting inside for during harvesting stage, so everything I can track through the camera. So that type of drones you can build. I think being a student, you can build, and you will need to have that is inbuilt. If you go to Avenue Road, Avenue Road, there are some shops where you can get a complete set for building the drones along with the camera. Okay, you can use it for any purpose. Okay. I don't think so. It will help you. Ultrasonic sensors. See, there are some sensors. There are a lot of sensors. We'll go one by one. I told you about cold storage, right? I'm exporting apples or I'm importing apples, and I want to know whether the fruits are fresh or not. So for that, we have a sensor. If you can see in this diagram, you have a beautiful sensor. So it is going to measure the carbon dioxide level and oxygen consumption of the fruits through. You need not, Start from the scratch. You just can use a microcontroller board and use this sensor to know the freshness of the crop. It is only after production when you are doing a cold storage. So this is one type of project you can do. So then you have there are several sensors. I have picked some few sensors. Okay, so this is the early detection of disease. You can implement this type in greenhouse protected crop farming. So early detection helps us in avoiding the complete spoil of crops, growth of the crops. So for that you have a one sensor called spore cam. Maybe it is expensive, and you can also look into some low level cost sensors. So whatever I have shown here is a look some bit expensive, but you will also get some cheap sensors. See here, the drones come with camera module. You can do that. You just can move your drone all over the land to see if there is anything else inside the crop. So you can spot the pink color one. So for this you need to have machine learning algorithms, and these whatever you can see here, these are very good for you to do projects. See, I want to cultivate, I want to what is that, do irrigation for the crops. I want to check whether my tank has water or not. I want to know the level. See, even at your home you can do this project. You have a tank, all of you will be having underground tank. So every time we need to check whether the water is there or not, and then switch on the pump. So if I could check the water level, so based on that level, I will get to know the current level status of the water level, and I will be able to switch on and off the tank. So this is the one chip. This will be around 150 to 200. That is very low level. Okay. So, and when you are especially going for hydroponics, where I'm growing a crop only with water, okay, that is recycled water. I can use the same water for multiple crops and complete germination till harvesting. I can use the same water. That time I need water level sensors. See the water level, these are the different types of water level sensors. And the last one, you can see the temperature sensor. This is not environment temperature, this is water temperature. Okay, some crops may need warm water, some crops may need cold water. When you are going with the hydroponics or aquaponics, this type of sensor is very helpful. I wish the students can explore more on hydroponics. So that will be, because it's recently it has been, it's not a new technology. It has been from BC, before Christ, BC, 1000 BC. Okay, it is not a new technology, but they were cultivating over rivers. But now we can cultivate at home. Okay, so for that you need this type of sensors. Then I want to check the type of soil, the enrichment of the soil, the nutrient level of the soil, and I want to check the temperature and humidity of the environment, and I want to check the pH. All these sensors are very low cost. You can please buy and implement in your projects. See, this is soil salinity. So based on this, you will be able to know the nutrient level of the soil. So I'm not saying the nutrient level cannot be easily known, because every crop has different nutrient level. See, when I give when I am in the stage of germinating the crop, I need low level of nutrients. When I am trying to go for harvesting level or flowering level, so the salinity of the soil may have to be improvised. How can you do? First you need to check the current salinity of the soil. So you can do it by using this sensors. You can try this project only by checking the soil salinity. Okay, so then you have see, there are different, these are very low cost sensors. I want to, this is waterproof soil moisture sensors, and you want to know whether my land has become dry. or not, whether I need to give water resources to the plants, is it required? So how do I do unnecessarily wasting of water? I can first check the texture and moisture level of the soil, and then then give the water resources to the plants. So you have one more nutrient sensor. This is especially used for hydroponics, because we are going to give the nutrient to the hydroponic crop. Okay, because we had to set the nutrient level. So in order to do that, I need to know see, if I am just growing it with water, it will not grow. So I need water is a plain. See, that too good water. Good water will have the pH less than 100. Do you know that? That water that you are drinking from purifier will have the pH value less than 100. All the nutrients have been extracted from that. Always you should have above 100 and not beyond 200. It is contaminated water. So if I want to add nutrients, your obviously pH level increases. So you can use this. And this is the temperature and humidity of the soil. See, there are two types of temperature and humidity sensor. One is for the environment, and another, if it is too hot, I want to add water to the soil, then I need to have a different type of temperature and humidity sensor. And the one that you are seeing in this diagram is for the soil. Please do remember this. Okay. I don't think so it will be expensive. It is very low cost. See here, there is one, it's a very nice project. This you can see, this is a Arduino Uno microcontroller board, and it is able to read the current pH level of the soil. So pH level will show you the moisture and nutrient level. Okay, so the pH, whether it is acidic or alkaline. Even if you check pH of water, pH of some, see, you would know if you are taking some medicines, it will show you the pH level. If you are applying some cosmetics over your face, it will show you the pH level. Everywhere you can use this pH, the photons of hydrogen. pH is nothing but the photons of hydrogen. So you can check it, in real time by using this soil pH sensor. See here, you have a very beautiful sensor, that is rainfall sensor. It is available. It is easily available for you. See, I want to know at what, the rainfall might occur or not. So using this rainfall sensor, I should be able to utilize my water resource efficiently before knowing. Okay, but you try to buy analog sensor. Do you have do you know the difference between digital and analog? Digital means it will give only 0 or 1 as the output. Analog sensors means it will be with some values. Okay, so digital will be like yes or no. That's all. So I think you can go for analog type of sensors, and this is not available in India. This is leaf wetness sensor. So if I will just do some what do you call that, irrigation, where you can just put the water droplets over the complete crops for better oxygenation. So this is a leaf wetness sensor. It is very expensive, and I don't think so it is available in India. You have to get it from other country. So this is wind sensors. So why do you need a wind sensors? I want to know on in what speed the wind might come, or what is the direction of the wind. So based on that, I should be able to do the harvesting of the crops, dusting of the crops, spraying of the crops, spraying of fertilizers of the crops. So this is one wind sensor. And if you can see here, this is a complete kit. Okay, so this kit is VASP mode sensor board, complete kit. So it comes with air temperature, humidity, soil temperature, leaf wetness, and the diameter, trunk, stem. So we don't want the wind diameter. And this is not done by Indians. It is outside the country. So may not be. You have to get it online through See, there is one website called Alibaba. Okay, Alibaba. So if whatever I said, it's very expensive. Even that type of sensors are available from that Alibaba, and it is most trustworthy website. Only problem with Alibaba is they supply you the orders only. It may take 2 months because it is coming from China or some other country. So it will take 2 months for you to receive that products, but it will be very, very cheap. The products that are available in Alibaba will be very cheap. Okay. So you have several sensors, weather condition, wind speed, leaf detection, in order to control the climate. So my major important aspect for an agriculture is controlling the climate. Okay. So when I have this controlled environment structure, I can cultivate any crop all year around. I cannot stop rainfall, or I cannot stop the hot sun to become a cool. No, I cannot do, but I can set up an environment inside the greenhouse. See, if it is too hot, I can, have some cooling system inside the greenhouse. If it is too cool, if it is a winter season or rainy season, I can use some heaters to have a proper temperature for the crop. So I can grow any type of, even in strawberries, the capsicums, that ball peppers, what you can say, red and green, blue, no, sorry, yellow pepper, yellow capsicums. So they are very seasonal crops. But still you can see nearby, Dodbalapur or this side, Devanahalli, people are going for this protected farming a lot, especially with hydroponics, because a very, very efficient way of crop cultivation. Okay, so then this is one example. See, live real time monitoring, temperature, humidity, then soil moisture, the soil temperature, and whether, see, this is grown at indoors. So when you are growing at indoors, very important thing, you need to imitate the sunlight. How can you imitate the sunlight? Only with LED lights, the grow LED lights. Okay, so you can improve the photosynthesis process only through that. Don't be in a disbelief that keeping at home and you can grow any type of crop. No, not possible. It should have all type of environment set inside the house. Okay, so I didn't go much about for drones. So where and all we can use drones or in soil and field analysis, as we saw the diagrams for using cameras. And if we are want to spray the fertilizers, pesticide, I can use drones. And I want to have a real-time monitoring, irrigation everywhere, I can use drones. See, if being a student, if you want to work on some projects on agriculture, then you can go to these websites where you can have some projects, project ideas, as well as I think if you have if you can register over there, they will help you out in designing such products or projects, agricultural products. So especially the first one, Skyfi Labs. Okay, please note down this few websites. And if you want to build your own projects, DIY projects, you can always go for Instructables. The third one, the website that I have given is Instructables. So many projects you can use and you can design with this Instructables. And before I could go, I want to show you one small live video. One second. So you can see this. I hope you can see the screen now. So this is the product. This is my indoor hydroponic, where I have set an environment with LED grow lights, and I have done hydroponic farming. This is an amaranthus plant, what you call it as dantu sopu. the most commonly used at in India, dantu soap. See, this is such a pure water and roots. If you can see the roots, such a pure is. So I have, and means there is no need of adding fertilizers, pesticide. There is no attack of any sort of pest. There is no crop disease, and I am able to track the growth of the plant. I need to track it through pH level, the nutrients level, and the temperature. So I can embed some sensors to know the current status of the environment along with the plant growth. Okay, so the one thing what I found with this research is I can grow faster than traditional agricultural method. Okay, and it's a purely organic technique. No need of extra unhealthy or unsafe crop production. So I think, ma'am, is there any questions for you to ask? Any doubts?
Yes, ma'am. We give unmute yourself and ask questions if any questions are there. Unmute. Just okay. Giridhar sir, unmute yourself. We are not able to hear.
Sir, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
1 minute.
Unmute ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
Hello.
Sir.
Is it audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, Dr. Srimani, madam. Firstly, I would like to say thanks for your nice presentation about the technologies and advanced equipments in smart agriculture. My question is, you showed more equipments. Is there what's the cost and expensive? Is this expensive for our farmers? And also any ideas of giving training to our farmers in our Raita Samparka Kendras of our Karnataka? Why? Because it is very useful. These technologies are very useful to our farmers. If you give the training to our farmers, then it is very useful. Is there any idea about that one?
Srivani ma'am.
ಸರ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇದರ ಯೂಸೇಜ್ ನ ಏನಂತೀರ ಯೂಸೇಜ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್. ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಇಸ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಆ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ರ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅದನ್ನ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡೋ ತರ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬೋದೇನೋ ಅಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಈ ತರದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಜರ್ಬರ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರದೇ ಇದಿತ್ತು ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಹೌಸ್. ಜರ್ಬರ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಗೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವರು. ಆತರ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಕೊಡೋ ತರ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗಬಹುದು.
ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಅದೊಂಥರ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಸೆ. ಬಟ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಕಳ್ಳತನ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಚಿಪ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ನಾವು ತಿಳಿದು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಬಳಸಬಹುದು, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಚಿಪ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಸೆನ್ಸಾರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಂಥರ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೆಳೆ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದು ಕೂಡ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಬಹಳ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಕೂಡ.
ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಅವರು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೋದಾ?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಗೌರಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ ಕಡೆ ನಾನ್ ತುಂಬಾ ನೋಡಿದೀನಿ. ಈ ಕಡೆ ದೊಡ್ಡಬಳ್ಳಾಪುರ ಸೈಡೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡಬಳ್ಳಾಪುರ ದೇವನಹಳ್ಳಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸಿಕಮ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸಿಕಮ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೆಲವು ಲೀಫಿ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಈ ತರ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಿರಾ ಬೇಗ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ನೈಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನಡೆದಿದ್ದು ಈಗ ಕೃಷಿ ಒಂದು ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಮಕೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರನ್ನ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೆಳೆಗಳನ್ನ ಬೆಳಿತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗೇನು ಈ ಮಿಲ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯಗಳು ಬೆಳಿತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟಿದೆ. ಇವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಾವು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಒಂಥರ ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಇವನ್ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ರೈತರನ್ನ ಇದನ್ನ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬಹಳ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ.
ಹೌದು, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಪಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇವಾಗ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಪಾನಿಕ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಗು ಅದೇ ವಾಟರ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನನ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ನೀರಿನ ಅಂಶ ನನ್ಗೆ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ವಾಟರ್ ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ನಾವು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮೇಡಮ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್.
ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಸರ್.
Madam, namaste. Prashant here. First of all, thanks for your detailed presentation. Andre hege technology na ನಾವು agriculture ಅಲ್ಲಿ inculcate ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ನ ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜಸ್ ಇಂದ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡ್ರೋನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಫೋನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವಾಟರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಡು ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಎನಿ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ NPK ಆರ್ ಆ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಸರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಪೋನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಬರೀ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ವಾಟರ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ NPK ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ. ಅದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮಾನ ಪ್ರಮಾಣವಾಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ NPK ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್. ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ನೀವು ಗೂಗಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು NPK ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವು ಈ ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಷ್ಟು NPK ಈ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ NPK ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಅದರ ಇದು ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡದೇ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ನೀರಿನ ಅಂಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹಾನಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ.
Okay, the next question here is, idana now in the form of some chemical liquids or in the form of dissolvable salts kodta idiva?
Yes sir.
Okay, this is again nothing but a chemical forming antane agutte alla
ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಹಾಕ್ದಿರಾ ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನ ನೀವು ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಅಕ್ವಾಪಾನಿಕ್ಸ್.
Okay.
ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಯಲಹಂಕ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಅಕ್ವಾಪಾನಿಕ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಫಿಶ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟಾನೇ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಗ್ ಫಿಶಸ್, ಬಿಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಅದೇನಂತಾರೆ ಕಲ್ಟಿವೇಟೆಡ್ ಫಿಶಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಸಿಟ್.
We have tried that. In fact, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಯಲಹಂಕ ಹತ್ರನೇ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ವರ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ನಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಫೋನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. We have tried all that, but aquaponics ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. If you look at nutrient part, micro macro ಎರಡು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ವಿಚ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ಸ್ your ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ, ಮೆಗ್ನೀಷಿಯಂ, ಜಿಂಕ್, ಬೋರಾನ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೋ ದ aquaponics ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ರಿಚ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Green vegetative growth of a plant will be very good. But if there is any other alternative, since you have did a lot of research idರಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ನೀಡ್ ಇಸ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್. ಈ ತಿಪ್ಪೆ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವರ್ಮಿ ಕಾಂಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಯೋಡಿಗ್ರೇಡಬಲ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ತೆಗಿತಕ್ಕಂತ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ತರ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಂತ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸರ್ಸ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಈ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ನ ಬೆಳಿಬಹುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಫೋನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಕ್ವಾಫೋನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಫಿಶ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ, ಫಿಶ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೈ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಶಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಗೈನ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ವಾಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್. ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಶಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ರಾಪ್, ಅದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬೆಳಿತಾನೆ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ.
Correct. Anyways, I'll try to collect your contact number from Supriya Madam Yurinda. I think I need your help and support. We are also doing a lot of researches in this context. So let's see how we can probably collaborate and seek your help here, ma'am.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Thank you.
Prashant sir, this is Raghavendra from Hyderabad. So I've also tried doing a similar pilot project in Hyderabad in my balcony.
Okay.
So what I used instead of aquaponics, I tried to use vermi wash because that was soluble in the water.
Correct.
But only problem I found is like when we are using vermi compost or any kind of solid materials, what happened was the cost, it wasn't cost effective because the motor will have to keep on cleaning the filter, even though it is a small one. And when you're using vermi wash, that was a little bit better. So the number of time we need to clean the filter was less. All these things will be little cost effective when you're doing in a small scale. But once it is in a mass production, only then, especially when you're doing this exotic crops such as this, say instead of normal tomatoes, you'll have to go for cherry tomatoes or
Yes.
whatever we can do within green, like the gerbera flowers, that has a lot of market to do export. So those things and all, while using these extra money and setup, the structure and everything, it is a little bit cost effective. But eventually on long run, what happens is one advantage is about the labor. Labor is, we can use it with very less amount of labor. And disadvantages, like when there is like very heavy storm, like one which is going to come shortly to India, if it's like heavy storm, then you'll have to maintain the greenhouse and all. That is one problem which I found. But this was not a very big thing. I did it in my home only, a small project which during the COVID time when we were not going to offices and all. So these things, vermi wash was helpful. But as you said, vermi wash will also have that macronutrient NPK. For the micro, we'll have to again go through organics. If you're going through organic, then again something related with that. There are some companies which are actually producing micro-organic nutrients and all. So we'll have to use that also, which is water soluble. Or else we'll have a problem in doing the rotation of water that goes all the way and comes back. There's a problem in that. There'll be some blockages, and we'll have to keep on monitoring the outlet because it gets blocked because of the solid material.
Yeah. In fact,
if any possibility, if you can share that small video which I sent you, that will be great in this. That's a very small thing which I tried. It's just small, very small. Yeah, please. Thanks.
Next, any questions? Akshay?
Ma'am.
You can ask.
Ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Sensors anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ವಾ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಗೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್?
ಶ್ರೀವಾಣಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್?
ಎಸ್ ಅಕ್ಷಯ್ ಅವರೇ, ನಾನು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೆಲವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಯಾವ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಯಾವ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ನಾನೊಂದು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಳತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಇದು ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವ್ ಈ ತರ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯಿಂದ ಏನೇನ್ ಇದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ವಾಸ್ಟ್. ಐ ಕುಡೆಂಟ್ ಕವರ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐ ನ್ಯೂ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕವರ್. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಬಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಇನ್ನ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಒಂದೊಂದೇ, ನಾನು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಮಕ್ಳು ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಆಗುವಂತದ್ದು ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಹಾಗೆ ನೀವು ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥಲ್ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಕ್ಕಿನ್ನ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ತರ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಇದರ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇರುತ್ತಾ?
ಖಂಡಿತ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯಾವ ತರ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಈ ಕ್ಲೈಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಪಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಕ್ವಾಪಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎನಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಆಲ್ ಸೀಸನ್, ಆಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮಳೆಗಾಲ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಚಳಿಗಾಲ ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಬಿಸಿಲಿರ್ಲಿ,
ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಬೆಳಿಬೋದಾ?
ಯಾವ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಬೆಳಿಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಇವನ್ ಇನ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೀವು ಆ ತರ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು.
ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥೊಳಗಡೆ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತಾ ಈವನ್ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಟೊ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ನಟ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ?
ಎನಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನೀವು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಪಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಶೇರ್ ವಿತ್ ಸುಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಮೈ ಟೀಚರ್, ಅಂಡ್ ನಾನು ಅವರಿಂದ ಕಲಿತೆ. ಅವರು ಒನ್ ಡೇ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಪಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ಫಾರ್ 2 hours ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್. ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್, ಮುಂದೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಓಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಹೈಡ್ರೋಪಾನಿಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ನ್ಯೂ. ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ತುಂಬಾ ಹಳೆ ಒಂದು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್.
Okay.
Any more questions? Raghavendra sir, you can show your video. Is it possible, sir?
I'm just trying. I'm not so good with Zoom, but I'll just try to show that small one which I tried. Is it possible from your side? Because
no, sir, it's not downloading here. That's,
okay.
My
I'll try.
WhatsApp web is not opening.
I'll try. I'll try.
Just try. Any more questions? Ma'am, traditional agriculture methods ಗೂ ಈ agriculture methods ಗೂ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್? ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂನು. ಸೊ ಡ್ರಾಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ತರ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
ಡ್ರಾಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಎಂಬೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಬೈ ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್, ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಬೈ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಟೋಮೇಶನ್. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತೂ ಖಂಡಿತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಪವರ್ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ರೀಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಪವರ್ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್, ಆರ್ ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಯೂಸ್ ದಟ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ಸ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಪವರ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು you should be able to convert that solar energy into your electrical energy for your sensors. ಸೊ ಆ ತರನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಡ್ರಾಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಖಂಡಿತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಡ್ರಾಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಪ್ರೊಟೋಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರಿಯಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಖರ್ಚು ಆಗೇ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಅಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಂತ ಕೇಪಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. But definitely advantages are more.
I would also like to add one point here, Shrivani or any helidike. The difference that I have seen, hydroponics alli ನಾವು artificial ಆಗಿ inputs ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬೆಳಿತಕ್ಕಂತ ಕ್ರಾಪ್, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಿತಕ್ಕಂತ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎರಡು ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ the immunity of the plant in the soil is more compared to the plant which is grown with hydroponics or in the greenhouses, because soil ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಟು ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವೇರ್ plant will also grow a strength na develop ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, which can fight against the diseases which it could cause in the natural environment. But protected environment ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ ನಾವು, wherein that immune system will also be very weak. ಒಂದು. ಎರಡನೇದು, when you look at the comparison of content that is there in this plant, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. By consuming that, human beings will also get good nutrient for him. But ಮೈಕ್ ಇದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಫೋನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವೋ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಗೆ, ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿ ದ ಸೇಮ್. So this is the major difference that we could notice in our experiments, basically.
Yes, sir. True. Very true.
Thank you, sir. Raghavendra, sir.
Ma'am, I'm just trying to share. Just let me know if you are able to see it.
Yes, sir. I seen it.
Yeah, just
can try it.
So then, thank you, ma'am. I think we are.
Ma'am, just sir wanted to show you some video. Just 2 minutes.
Ma'am, just let me know if it's visible, the screen.
Yes, sir. It's visible. Just play it.
So this one is what I tried when I was in Hyderabad here. But I didn't add the fishes for this, but I tried it using the vermi wash just to see if the plants are actually thriving without any soil. So, but the amount of electricity and the cost for setting this up was more than the amount of what I got in the produce. So I tried with this beetle leaves, and I tried with the some you know this gongura, right? One kind of spinach.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, I tried with those. It was thriving well, but only thing is like the amount of electricity that I had to use was a little high. So what happens is I used bamboo to be completely organic. I used bamboo and made some holes to it, and tried to do aeroponics with it. Instead of normal hydroponics, I tried aeroponics so that it is in the air itself. The roots are in the air, and the water will go over the roots, and the nutrients will be added up. So I started timed the motor, like every 10 minutes once it will run, and then when it gets dried up, it will again after 10 minutes again it gets the water will be over there. So it will generally take the nutrients directly, and it will start growing.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Shivani, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, I think.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your time and your knowledge. I hope everyone got inside exposure of new age technology in agriculture. I thank you, everyone, for making the time for us and attending this session. Thank you, one and all. I'm just